gonna make sure everything's all good. No, long time. So the plan is we're gonna go from, let's hope it goes success. Oh well, let's hope the plan goes successfully. Visual treat. Hope everyone is all well. Happy Easter to you all. It's a bit stuttery. Stick the master key in, stick it in forward. Oh, it feels cool. Feels good to be back on a modern British route for a change. Good God. DRA. Okay. Let's do some housekeeping. That on. Tail lights, headlights. Daytime running. Destination board should be okay. Let's have a look. Lovely early morning here in Brighton. Wait until 6:32. Okay. This is our locomotive for today. Apparently we're going to Hastings. While we're waiting, well, we ain't got long to wait actually, a couple of seconds. See the doors in action. Okay, sweet. Signal, of course. Forgot almost how to do it then. Alright, our first stop is Falmer, due in at 6:38. And that is in 3.2 miles time. Okay. Oh, feels good to be back on East Coastway. Haven't been on it in ages. Ugh. Sit up. Oh, bloody hell. Oh. Trying for a comfortable sitting position. Speed limit's increased to 30. It will soon be 55. Through the tunnel we go. Got a 0.4% uphill gradient and a speed limit of 70 not far away. There's another service. Now you can increase to 60. Man, that was a bit loud. Bloody hell. 2 trains at the same time. We've got a speed limit of 60 miles per hour. That's the next speed limit. What time are we doing? 6:38, so just less than 2 minutes to go. Oh, we got a 1% uphill gradient. Need to keep up to 60. There we are. Lovely. Approaching Falmouth. Here we come. Into Falmouth. Pretty much a minute early, so that's good. There we go. Door release controls. Okay, so here we are at Falmouth. Here it is, Falmouth. And there's a stadium. Just like real life. Empty. Not in use. The American Express Community Stadium, home to Brighton and Hove Albion Football Club, is, well, not hosting any football and probably won't be for a while. So let's shut the doors. Oh no, we don't. We've got a bit of a wait, actually. It's a lovely spring day here on the East Coastway. Lovely. Right, shut those doors. It doesn't say doors locked. Something's wrong there. There we go, oh well. Off we go. Okay, the next stop is Lewis at 6:45. Due in at 6:45. Into the darkness of the tunnel. I was about to say standard tunnel, but that's on Transpennine. You can tell how much I've been on that recently. Oh, lovely tea. Oh, I can't do a stream without a tea. No, no, no. Yeah, we didn't close that other little door. If I can find it. Where is it? Where's that little door? Not that one. Oh, it was. Oh, okay, that door's closed. And I'm going way over the speed limit. That's not very acceptable. Aided by a 1.1% downhill gradient. Struth. I wonder if I'll see the class 66 running around the main line. We'll have to wait and see. We've got a speed limit of 55. That's the next speed limit. Oh, better reduce speed. Should be comfortably there. Okie doke, there we go. Oh, okay. What was that? AWS, I think that was. It just went off. Oh, dearie me. Oh well, thing's not working. Oh. I thought the brake switch wouldn't work for a moment. I could hear it working, but it didn't want to move. Alright, but here we are approaching Lewis. In the cover of darkness, in the tunnel, and then out into the bright sunshine. And a chat come out. Hey, Danny. See, so much for not streaming for a while. Yeah, I changed my mind about that. I kept looking at East Coastway, and I thought, you know what? I think I should do a little stream on it. I haven't played on East Coastway for so long. Literally, I mean, I think the last time I covered it was back in January, and that was the actually the last time I played it. Well, there we go. Yeah, but it's nice to get back into East Coastway. I've been just doing lots and lots and lots of Transpennine. I did a lot of Transpennine today. I started, I completed the journey mode for the 45, 47 and the class 101. I'm now doing the freight services. And I tell you, when you do that service, which goes from, where does it go? From Murfield to Manchester, Victoria, with just one, I think it's one locomotive pulling 12 to 13 TEA tanker wagons. It is one of the most challenging services I've ever done, because you start off really slow, where you've just got one class 40 or whatever locomotive you use, and it really struggles to get up the hill. But then when you say get, I don't know, past Huddersfield, it then starts to become a real challenge in terms of just keeping the thing under control, because the sheer the drops of it in elevation, the downhill gradients, like particularly when you coming up to Manchester, Victoria, is like 2.2% downhill, and you've really got to keep the train under control. Otherwise, yeah, you might end up running into a red signal. But here we are, coming up to Lewis. There we go. As one train arrives, another train leaves. What's going on at Lewis today? Ah, there's one. I knew. Little shuttle service to Brighton, from Brighton to Lewis, will be hiding there. Not much here other than me being here. I have been busy, yes, Danny. Come on. Right. I'm just trying to unlock that hot air balloon scenery for Transpennine. I'm so close to it, so close. I think I need 2 more levels on the route, and then I've done it. So close. But in terms of this East Coastway, what I'm planning to do is go from Brighton to Eastbourne, and then we're going to do another run going from Seaford back to Brighton. So it kind of covers the whole perspective of the route, if you like. Covers the route in a nutshell. That's what I'm planning. But our next stop is Berwick. We got to be due in at what, 6:54. And I finally found out what that locomotive I was thinking of the other day, of what to add to East Coastway. It was not just a 313, but a 151. That was it. Right, oh, we've got a speed limit of 60 miles per hour. Now make that 70, not too far down the line. Now we should be seeing the 66 scuttling around somewhere. I'm actually going to have to take a little look. Well, it's not long because he's got to appear soon. Is he down here? He's not there. Nope. He isn't there, so he's got to be somewhere. It must have disappeared. Oh. I'll have to have another look again, I think. And we got another upcoming speed limit of 80. Oh, absolutely flying. Absolutely flying. Lovely. Oh, brake. A little bit too fast. You lost it all again. What, all the mastery stuff? Wow. I never knew that would happen. Oh, I feel so sorry for you. You unlocked all the mastery stuff and then the game just snatches it away. Oh. That is cruel. Like, that is cruel, because I know how you feel. You have to put in an awful lot of time just to get all the mastery stuff, redoing scenarios and services, and I know you feel that must have been tough to take. It's true. If that doesn't happen to me, I won't be a happy bunny if it does. Speaking of happy bunny, I'm eating my Easter egg. Very nice. Oh, we got a speed limit of 90 coming up. We're due in just about 4 minutes time into Berwick. So we're doing good for time for once. Are you drinking tea? Yes, I've got a tea sat in front of the television. I'm gonna have a sip of it. Ain't got much of it left, mind you. There we go. It's not a hot cup of tea, it's a cold cup of tea. Oh, my legs are stiff. Oh, dearie me. Struggling to get to 90, isn't it? Come on. No, nothing like it. Nothing like it, Danny. The way I'm tackling what's the next route in line after I've done Transpennine? It's Main Spuzzard Barn, ironically. The way I tackle Main Spuzzard Barn now is actually doing the journey mode first. Doing all the scenarios, the services and the tutorials. So then I won't have to go back and do journey mode and all the scenarios again, just so I can get the little tick on the journey mode to say I've done it. But it's good timing, because obviously the Shunter release is well, this time next week. Whoa. Focus, focus, buddy. No more chocolate, gotta focus. I'm approaching Berwick. I was closer than I thought. Oh, sugar. I've pushed the emergency brake by an accident. Where's it gone? 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 No. Oh, I forgot. I don't know how you get out of it. I don't even know where it is. You can tell I've been on it for so long. Hazard lights? That won't do it. Oh well, never mind. It'd be interesting to know where it will be. Where is emergency brake? 8-car train, yeah. Headlights, no. I'm going backwards now, not forwards. Is it back here? Oh, hello. I forgot about these switches. Oh, none of them work. Oh. Is it hiding down here? No? Oh, okay. I forgot. I wonder if the tutorial for this 377, I wonder if it teaches you how to recover from an emergency stop. No, not recover from an emergency stop. Recover while the emergency brakes are being applied. Alright, but here we go into Berwick. I remember when I first did East Coastway, this was an absolute bugger, because I kept overshooting it, and of course by overshooting it I went past that signal, that's green, and yeah, it kept screwing me up. Not this time. Here we go into Berwick. Oh, hello. This isn't my train. Go away. He's going to Brighton. I'm going to Eastbourne. Lovely. Next to the safety system switches. Oh, it's okay. It's in that little gantry, is it? Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to reach it. Well, I don't think I'll be able to reach it from there. No, I wouldn't be able to. The door will be in the way. Oh, never mind. Right. let's go. Next stop is Polegate. Due in at 6:59, 3.8 miles time. Okay. Hello, Shane Jones. This is East Coastway, the latest United Kingdom route. It came out in December. It's not a brand new route. Can you believe that? Out of all the DLCs we've had this year, only one of them has been a route. Goes to show, doesn't it? It takes a long time to make a route, and I'm wondering what that route will be. Got to be a British route, surely. Surely. Oh, actually no, tell a lie, we've had two routes, haven't we? I just forgot. We've had two routes, not one. I made a mistake there. I forgot about Rheinruhr, Hauptstrecke Rheinruhr. Not just the front units. Oh, really? What? So this door release button doesn't unlock all the doors on the train? Oh yeah, all release. Okay, ignore me. I'm such an idiot. Mr. Forgetful strikes again. Okay. No. Just break a minute. Come on. Shane Jones. Yes, it would be nice to have steam locomotives. I know Union Pacific Big Boy would be great to see. What else would I like to see? I'd like to see not just Big Boy, but the Flying Scotsman, the Black 5, that's one of my personal favourites. I'd like to see a Hunslet tank engine or a British Railways tank engine. Just something small so we can start with, and I've got to brake like mad. I think we're going to overshoot this, I think. Yeah. Underestimated it. Oh well, never mind. Never mind. Stop! Please! Please! Oh, the platform's long enough. Come on! No! Oh well. You can tell I haven't been on it for a while. Now this time I will have to press or release. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh well. Well, at least we stopped. At least some passengers could get off. At least we didn't overshoot the signal. Sorry, pressed the wrong button. Right, what's our next stop? Hampden Park. Oh, Hampden Park. 7:03. Come on. Let's go. 35 mph limit, so we won't be at flying speed of 80 or 90. A couple of miles back. Okay, oh, we've got a 70 mph limit. Okay. Very shortly. We've got a downhill gradient as well to get us up to speed. Nearly 1%. Okay. I'm gonna sip my tea. What's left of it? Not much. Yeah, I agree, Danny. A tank engine would be a lovely start for everyone, really. You know, it'd be good for players who haven't driven a tank engine before. That is me. I know. You may be a bit shocked about that, but I have not driven the tank engine in any game. So that'll be a great experience when that eventually comes. Shane Jones, have I done research on the... No, I haven't actually, because the stream in which you mentioned that crashed, so I lost everything. So if you'd like to kindly mention the locomotives and the route again, that would be brilliant. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure this stream won't bugger up. It won't. I know it won't. So if you could do that, I'd be very kindly. I'd appreciate that very much. What have I said, Danny? What's Danny saying? Would you steam on the West Somerset Railway or routes such as the Severn Valley Railway? Ooh, that's a tough one. That. I think West Somerset, really, because it'll probably take them a lot longer to, you know, make steam locomotives and then make a route on top of that. You know, it just takes so much time. If, say, they announce it, and then take weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks to perfect it. So I'd love to see it on West Somerset personally. You know, I've already got a heritage railway, let's make use of it. But the Severn Valley Railways are certainly not a bad contender, for sure. Here we're just approaching Hampden Park. Pretty much on time. With these brakes, it's easier to get pretty much to the stopping point much more easily. Oh no, yes I did. Did I put all release? Oh, okay, I suppose it, yeah I did. You got to blow a horn recently, Shane Jones. Pittsburgh, Ohio Central. Okay. Norfolk Heritage Units. What are these? What are the Norfolk Heritage Units? What are they? Diesel, steam? I presume is what you're on about. Steam? Or are they some like retro diesel or diesel electric locomotives? My legs stiff. Right, what's our next stop? Oh, the final one, Eastbourne. That's a very rare horn, that, in the game. Because the longer you press the horn on the 377, the louder it gets. You don't get that with other horns in the game. Diesels. Of course. Well, that might be a realistic thing to see in the future. They've produced enough diesels. SD70s. Ooh. We've got a 55 mile per hour limit coming up, so that shouldn't be a problem. Let's have a look. The chat. Am I going to commute with the stream? What do you mean, commute with the stream? I don't understand. You mean be a passenger? Oh, my limit of 25. Better get down to that pretty quickly. Right, I'll have a look at the chat in a minute. Just need to get down. There we go. That's okay. Conning tile? I've no idea. Comment, do you mean? Comment? I've no idea. What's Danny said? Oh, hello. Oh, he had a chat, but he's gone. Oh. I swear he said something about... We're going to continue, of course, yes. Absolutely. We're not far from over, no, far from over. We've got a long way to go. We've got to do one more run yet. I swear Danny had a chat saying about something about narrow gauge railways. Oh, it's disappeared. Oh. Must be my iPad. Must be struggling to pick them all up, maybe. But yeah, Shane Jones, we're going to do another run going from Seaford all the way back to Brighton. Lovely flowers here, I must say. Very colourful. But here we are, into Eastbourne. Okay, here we go. Into Eastbourne. On this lovely spring morning. Okay. In we go, nice and easy. There we go, that'll do. All release. All change, please. This train terminates here. This is a southern service to Hastings, which isn't going to happen. This train terminates at Eastbourne. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. Right, let's have a look at the chat. It'd be interesting if they did narrow gauge. Yeah, I'd love to see narrow gauge. But where? Where do they do narrow gauge around here? I remember watching an old video when I was young, and they were doing narrow gauge railways, but I can't remember. Yeah, Shane Jones, run it into the buffers. No, I'm not going to do that. I can't risk derailment, then the stream will be over. Alright, so we've been to Falmer, Lewis, Berwick, Polegate, Hampden Park, and then terminating at Eastbourne. Sweet. Come on, game. Wakey, wakey. Yeah, Shane Jones, crash, wallop, I'll be sacked as the, I'll be sacked by Southern if I did that. Southern usually say, please mind the step down from the train to the platform. That's what they say. Wreck the train. I can't wreck the train, I'm in the main menu. Dovetail can wreck the game. They'll just put a load of bugs in it. I ain't wrecking the train. No, it's a glorious machine. If only it could run on time. What am I doing? I'm not going into timetable mode. Get out of it. I do apologise. Meant to go into journey mode. Right, where are we going from? Seaford to Brighton. That will do. An all-stop service. The reason why I picked it on journey mode is because the weather's a bit unpredictable, so you don't know what you're going to get. Give us a grand finale. No, Shane, no, we're not going to. We're not going to. Oh Oh yeah, I was going to ask Danny. What would you say would be? What would you? What do you think if Dovetail were to do a local add-on to East Coastway? Not specifically the passenger stuff, but the freight stuff. What freight locomotive do you think they'll add to Eastbourne? Because if they were to add another freight locomotive to Eastbourne, I'd be fascinated to know what runs down there. I'd be fascinated to know what people would, people's suggestions would be. Because I have honestly no idea. I just keep thinking of a little shunter or something, but because obviously the New Haven Marine is now, I believe, a little freight yard or something, a little bunch of sidings for freight traffic or something. Obviously used to be a station, a very famous ghost station, New Haven Marine Station. Now I believe this is a bunch of sidings, and that is replicated in the game. So I was interested to know what kind of freight locomotives could run on this route. And typical, look at that, it's absolutely pouring with rain. Oh, dearie me, I'm a bit slow. Where's the wipers? Oh dear me, I'm a bit scruffy here. Too busy trying to find the wipers. Let's just... Where's the wipers? They're over there, I can see them. Intermediate. Oh no, I prefer an intermediate. It's a better sound. There we go, that's easier. Right, we'll have a look at the chat. I do apologise. Shane Jones, surprised me Xbox is still running. Well, don't bank on it, mate. Don't jinx it. Otherwise it might blow up. Alright, what's our first stop? Bishopstone, 1456. Deary mate. Very scruffy at the start of this service. I do apologise. God, it's so misty I can't even see where the platform is. Where is it? Oh. Alright, here we go. Here's Bishopstone. Whoa, I misjudged that. We should be okay. Perfect. Very miserable down the south coast. That sounds like a dog crying to me. Oh dear. 300 megabits of Minecraft worlds on it. Oh dear. And you're at the station. Alright, Shane Jones. It's class 68, yeah. I could see that happening actually, a class 68. That's a good suggestion, you know, Danny. You should put that on the forums. I bet Dovetail will probably consider that. That'd be nice to see that, wouldn't it? It's quite a, I wouldn't say a cute locomotive, but it's a very unique looking one. I don't know if Class 68 runs on the East Coastway, doing new aggregate, New Haven Aggregate Industries. I'm not too sure, but that would be a great, yeah, Class 68. That'd be fantastic. I might have to look up the statistics of that in a minute. Oh, have we got? Speed limit of 20 miles per hour. Downhill gradient of 1%. There's an abandoned station right there. And there. Next stop is New Haven Harbour. Bang on 3 o'clock. Ooh, we're gonna have to brake a little bit quicker to get to 20. Nah. That'll do. Right. Changes, I seen it, I wanted it, I ate it. What are you on about? I ignore the speed limits. Very good. Danny Holland. Oh, class 67, right. I'll have to look at the class 68 and the class 67 now. But here we are. New Haven Harbour. And I'll try your little tip, Danny. Try and use brake 2 and 3, not just 1. Okay, insist. Oh, that's much better. Yeah, you're right. Ideal. Alright, but here we are. Just want to have a quick look down here at the old, what used to be the New Haven Marine Station. It's now just a bunch of sidings. I'm sure they use these sidings in real life, surely for the ferry, like for stocking it up, I suppose, of food and supplies. Speed limits. Who the hell needs speed limits? Class 67. I have to look that up. Well, our next stop isn't far away, I know that for sure. It's just a stone's throw away, isn't it? It is indeed. New Haven Town. Right, let's get up to briefly 35 and then immediately on the brakes. New Haven Town must be one of the most useless stations I can imagine. What's the point? What's the point of having a station there when it's just a stone's throw away from New Haven Marine? Or New Haven Harbour, sorry. I don't know. St. John's, where is Dresden Station? Have you had something you shouldn't, Shane? Because I've no idea what you're on about. Dresden Station. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have a look at these 67. Where's my phone? Get it up. Oh, you have 2 stations in Dresden are not used anymore. Ah, I see. Alright. I'll let you off. Oh, Dresden, Ohio. Okay. Alright, our next stop is Southeast again. 1506. Now, while we're chugging along, I'm going to have to look up this class 67. This is going to be a challenge. Get to 35. I need Safari. Where is it gone? Sodding thing. Just trying to find it on my mobile data app. I can't seem to find it. What a pain in the bloody neck. Yeah, well, stupid phone. Should be there anyway. Passing New Haven aggregate sidings and the class 66 all the wagons. They're not there either. They're not there at all. Oh dear. Come on, where's the freaking app? Sorry. Safari app is not here. Bloody Apple. Alright, pain in the neck sometimes. Oh well. I'll have a look at it in a minute. The line was taken out of use recently. Now they store garbage cars on both ends of Dresden. Oh, okay, so there is some use for it then. Well, I need to look up this class 67. Can't believe how difficult it's become just to try and search up for a class 67. Alright, so... Ah, yes, that was what it looks like. Yes, I remember what it is, yeah. Who operates them? Colossus Rail, DB Shanker Rail, and that's it. Okay. I wonder where they are now. I wonder where they are based at the moment. They produce 3,200 brake horsepower. Not bad. Weighs 90 tons. Good God. 19.7 meters long and a width of 2.7 meters, height of 3.9 meters. It's a Bobo. What is it? It's a Bobo mixed traffic locomotive. Got a speed limit of 60 and also Southeast Station. Oh dearie me. Well, I thought I'm going to overshoot Southeast. I wasn't looking, I was looking at my phone at new specifications of the Class 67, but you know what, I think we're going to be okay here. Oh, that's a good save. Well done. There we go, that's okay. I believe this is a station with the sounds of cows in the fields. Oh, there's another service here. Hello. There's the cows. Not moving away today. Right. Only 25 of the Class 67s are in service. Wow. Wouldn't believe that, would you? Let's lock the doors. Next stop is Lewis, 1512. 1 mile long coal train. Good God. Struth. 1 mile of it. Bloody hell. That's a long train. They must have had a while preparing that, that's for sure. I'm just trying to find... God, most of these have got names. 66. One does the night mail, one does the special delivery. The most famous thing about this particular 67 and special delivery, he was involved in a serious crash at Lawrence Hill. Messenger, Royal Sovereign, the Unicorn, okay, Arrow, Keith Heller, Stella, Western Star, Diamond Jubilee, Charlotte, the Royal Diamond, and I can't say that word, I don't know how to say it. We got a speed limit of 40 coming up. Yeah, but a Class 67 would be fantastic. I love the look of it. It looks really, really cool. I do believe the 67 does some duties with the royal family, I believe. Does it pull the royal train or something? I swear it does. Maybe it doesn't, I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a while since the Queen's been on the train, so... It's 54 coal cars and 3 engines. Struth, that'll be a service. That'll be fun to see, wouldn't it? That'll be fun to take control of. What a service. Struth. Limited Northern Transparent cars, 68 locomotives, Smart 5A garages, 13 local sets. Nova Class 3, yeah, wow. Oh, for modern Northern Transpennine, wow. You'd be lucky to see one of those, just one of those new locomotives, let alone a bucket load of new locomotives. Oh, it does hover the Royal Train, oh, okay. Yeah, modern Northern Transpennine. I wonder if they could ever do that. That'd be quite interesting, wouldn't it? See the difference. Not just the route, but the locomotives and the rolling stock. A modern take on it. That sounds quite intriguing. It's very, that'd be fascinating to see, wouldn't it? But anyway, here we go. Approaching Lewis. 20 mile per hour limit coming up. One of the 66 is hiding up here, maybe. Because I know the 66 pulls the, what's it called? What is it called, those wagons? I forget, but it pulls the, New Haven aggregate wagons, from Lewis down to the facility, New Haven facility. So it'll be interesting to see if it's running around here. Oh no, you got a speed limit of 10. There. What are those wagons called? I forget what the wagons are called for. Wait, JP, I don't know what it is. J&A wagons? I don't know, I forget what they're called. I'll just make up a random name for them at this rate. They're not over there. No, they're not. Okay, 66 is not here. It is nowhere to be seen. Which is weird, that. So clearly 66 is not around very much. Either on the main line or at the aggregate industries. So that could obviously mean there's room for another freight locomotive to squeeze in the timetable. And I think a Class 67, as Danny said, would be fantastic. Oh, you're right, love. Must be a bit getting a bit of a soaking there. I wish that's something Dovetail can do with the passengers, make them more acclimatised to the weather. I mean, you wouldn't be like that if it's chucking down with rain, would you? Or when it's -3 degrees and it's snowing. That's something they could do. There we go. Time to go, just like that. Used to have 8530 pushing it. It was a B3007, I think. Oh, okay. Right, next stop is Falmer, due in at 15:19, 4.4 miles time. Well, we're cruising at 11 miles an hour. I'll have a look at the chat. Only 3 locos and 1 piece of rolling stock. We've had more stuff come with a route before. Yeah, they've stopped, haven't they, producing new content in terms of locomotives, in terms of numbers. I remember when, Transpennine came out, we had 3 brand new locomotives at the time. The 45. Oh no, we didn't actually. No, we didn't. We had just 2 new locomotives. That was the 45 and the 101, and then they reused the 47 from West Somerset. So they certainly like to reuse locomotives from other routes. Now we can get up to speed. J&A wagons, that's it. Yes. Yeah, I haven't seen the 66 or VJ&A wagons. A bit sad actually. I thought I'd see them. Be nice to see something different. I think I've seen close to probably 10 377s on our travels tonight. The Muskingum River, wow. That must be some sights, seeing that train going across the Muskingum River, wow. Bet some photographers will be there, taking a few photographs of that, that's for sure. Seeing a mile-long coal train going across that bridge, good grief. That must be some sight, especially on a lovely sunny day. The old EMDs, yeah. Don't we all? The old stuff is better than the new stuff. Overall. Don't get me wrong, I mean the new locomotives across the world are fascinating pieces of technology, but when you think about it, sometimes, depends on which countries you go to, they don't really improve the railway itself. It can make them worse. This country's a prime example. Realistically, the railways here are terrible. Really. Like, you know, in terms of passenger comfort, prices, ticket prices, delays, protests, you know, strikes, trains being late. I think it's very rare you have a train on time these days in this country. Very rare. The 47 is different to the one on Northern Transpennine. Yeah, the internals, do you mean? I know it looks different. I presume you mean the internals of the 47. I believe the Class 08 on Tees Valley is different to the one on Transpennine, I think. Not just the looks, but I think also maybe something to do with the engine or something. The gearbox, I don't know, heck. I don't know the ins and outs of a Class 08. Other than it looks different, but I imagine the simulations will be different. Because they're working on, you know, two completely different routes. Speaking of the Class 08, I noticed on Transpennine, the surfaces with the Class 08, none of them take place at Leeds. I think out of the 11 services you have, 9 of them take place at Manchester, and 2 take place at Huddersfield, but none take place at Leeds. And it just makes you think, why? Why not do any at Leeds? You know, not only will it make it more interesting, but it means more services for the Class 08. And why do them all in the morning? I mean, I think Matt Pedleston said when the Class 08 came out on Transpennine, he said, the reason why I did it in the morning is because you get a different visual experience because of the seasons. Well, that's a load of rubbish. You just put, you know, if you put a service on, say, in the afternoon and you change the season, you're going to get a different visual experience regardless. You know, you don't have to do them in just the morning, for God's sake. And I'm an idiot. Whoops. Uh-oh, there's a signal. That's not good. I may have effed it up here. No, I think I have, you know. Yep, I have, haven't I? Oops. Too busy moaning. Sorry. I'm definitely going to get sacked from Southern. Oh dear. Yeah, I didn't make it. That's not good. Oh dear. Oh dear. Let's see if I can save it. We're technically... we're not, we're actually running late. Oh dear. I'm an idiot. Oh, sugar. What's the chances of me completing this scenario? 50% at the moment, 0% I don't think. Oh dear. Shut up, dogs. Yeah. I've got to be careful I don't actually get the front cab over that red signal. I bet this is something a Southern driver doesn't do every day. Oh well, that'll do. There we go. Crash it, Shane Jones. I saved it. Yes, that is the problem, Danny. They do see profit over passengers. Well, they want profit more than ever now, since everyone's staying at home and not using the railways. And indeed, Danny, I did take your advice. Bring the back unit on, just don't put the front past it. Yep, and that's exactly what I did. Nearly put all of it on the platform, actually. Not just the back unit, but there we go. It was on nonetheless. And we managed to successfully complete that objective at Falmer. Next stop is Malscombe at 15:23. We're going to be late now. That's alright. That's a word you usually associate with Southern and what other train companies? Southeastern? Southwest Trains. Excuse me. Southwest Trains, they love to be late. And I love the excuses they make. I bet they just have a big 1,000-page book of excuses to give to passengers. I will just say a signalling problem here, or a problem with a driver here, there, or I don't know, a problem with I don't know the hazard light stuck on the locomotive. I'll come up with any excuses. They just don't want to face the consequences, and they don't want to face the fury of the passengers. They'll come up with anything these days to just run away and hide and forget it ever happened. I mean, it's sad, really. Some people who rely on, you know, travelling to, say, well, Brighton to London, for example. Not only is the season tickets ridiculously expensive, but because the service is so crap, some people have had to sadly give up their jobs because they can't rely on this train because it's always running late or it's having problems. It's terrible. I think a season ticket from Brighton to London for a year costs what, nearly £3,000 to £4,000. It is extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary amount of money. I couldn't afford it. Not for a season. Struth. I couldn't afford it for a month, let alone a bloody season ticket. Right, mouse come. Southwest trains haven't been late since late 2016. I'm sure they have. Bound to be. Or do you mean have been late? I presume you mean have been late. They're always late. Mainly because they don't operate any more Southwestern trains. Oh, they don't operate anymore Southwestern Railway. Oh, okay, that's why they're always late. Alright, what's our next stop? London Road. Less than a mile's time, due in at 15:25, which is round about now, so we're going to be late. So, oh well. Haven't heard the AWS in a while. Nice to hear it again. Oh, I'll have a bit of my chocolate. Lovely. Starting to melt now. Oh dear, that's not good. Here we come into London Road. Oh, I've overstepped out a bit. Oh dear. Oh, I'm okay. That's London Road. Sorry, I was being pedantic. Oh, that's alright, Danny. Struth, don't worry. It's 1:15 in the morning. You're excused, don't worry, I'm not going to rage about it. Alright. It's time for the last blast to Brighton. No, Shane Jones, we're not going to crash the train. Maybe you should crash the train on your game. You can tell me how it went. See if the train survived. See if it didn't derail. I won't crash the train. I don't want to crash the train. I want to finish the service. What usually happens is my stream crashes, not the train. Here we go, crossing London Road Viaduct. Lovely, lovely viaduct. Arguably one of the most famous in this country. Okay, here we go. Coming into Brighton. So that was a nice look at... Nice little run on East Coastway. Pretty much explored most of the route. In 2 runs. Going from Brighton to Eastbourne and then Seaford back to Brighton. So that was fun. I enjoyed that. Really good fun. Here we go. After you finish the service, when you crash it. No, I'm not going to crash the train. I'm not going to crash it. I probably wouldn't have enough room to crash it anyway, because I'll probably hit a red signal and it will immediately... it will immediately cut me off then. So, oh no. Let me get to that stopping point now. Come on. I'm stopping in this nice little platform. There we go. That's better. Oh, first time using the right hand side to open the doors. There we go. Now I can turn off those wipers. There we go. There we go. All change, please. This train terminates here. Oh, we're on platform 8. That's a lovely platform. Beautiful. There we go. Oh, gold medal. Fantastic. So we stopped at Bishopstone, Newhaven Harbour, Newhaven Town, South East, Lewes, Falmer, Molescombe, London Road, and finally terminating at Brighton. Brilliant. Now we have a service in 10 minutes time. Well, sadly I'm not going to do a service in 10 minutes time. Let's have a look. What have we got going on here? Wow, there's a whole load of trains here. Wow, I've picked a good time. We've got one going to Eastbourne, another one that's just come in from Brighton, and we've got another one that's going to go to Portsmouth. Let's say Portsmouth Harbour. Oh, this is Harbour. Is Mr. B out? Oh, and a bit of the O. Oh well. Don't put Portsmouth Harbour on your dot matrix displays. It clearly doesn't like it. A lot of trains. Okay, well let's get out. Beautiful detail in this, must say. Oh. Alright, well that concludes it. I think we'll call it a day then. Bloody hell. Wonder if they'll do the East Coast Main Line, as they could expand. Yeah, they could do. I mean, they could probably do a little section of the East Coast Main Line if they expanded to Tees Valley. That would be great to see, actually. Shane Jones, you will like it. Chug the bottle and go full throttle. No, Shane Jones, I ain't gonna do it. Oh, I can't do it now anyway. I finished. And you're absolutely right, Danny. He can pay for the repairs. But he ain't paying for the repairs on this one because I finished. So that was a nice little look at East Coastway. I haven't done that in a long time, and I think I might actually have a little look at the Class 66 actually. It was really nice to get back into that. You just forget how nice a route this was when it first came. And there's another train departing there for Eastbourne. But yeah, Well, I'll leave it there. I would just like to say thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. Happy Easter to you all. Hope you had a fantastic weekend, Easter period. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. And we will see you in the next stream, whenever that may be. Who knows? Oh, Danny Holland says, see you on the 21st, if not before. Well, you never know. Never know, never know. If you do see me, then you know what I'll be doing. Either the Shunter, or maybe East Coastway, or Main Splendid Barn, one of those three. So yeah, I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you next time. Thank you very much, everyone. Take care. Nighty night.